Cancer. Thanks for joining me for your May reading. How are you doing? I hope you are staying cozy. I hope you, as the sign of the home and hearth, are making this as comfortable, as nourishing a time as you can for yourself. And I have no doubt that you're doing it for the people around you. With that, wow. Okay, well, your first card just flew out. But we're going to shuffle her in and see where she lands. But that's pretty great. Ruler of the home and hearth, the Empress, I mean, literally. Maybe Four of Wands would be in competition for like the most important card we could have picked right then. But the Empress, like you, is the mother of the zodiac. And Spirit's already talking. They are saying that in May, Cancer, this is going to be a time of endings and new beginnings, and they are using the word effective. Effective. And they're using it in the way that you effect a change. Spirit is reminding you that you're a cardinal sign. A leader, an initiator, the first one on the dance floor kind of thing. Who cares if I look silly to somebody else because I've got to get here on my dance floor, whatever your particular version of the dance floor is. Hey, Katie. You might be able to see Derpy in a second. You want to join me, Derpy? Are we upping the cozy factor? Sweet. Okay. She's a Cancer. Oh, what? You don't want me revealing your personal information on the internet? I'm going to try to real quick. I'm sorry, Derpy. Hi. Okay, there. Now you can laugh nap. I'm so sorry. Okay. So now that our little Cancerian friend has joined us to up the cozy factor, I think we can definitely double down on that message that now is the time. Well, it's like if I'm stuck at home or spending more time here, I might as well effect a change that makes my home life more enjoyable. Cancer is a leader. You don't have to wait, is what I'm hearing. Somebody has a project and it's like you don't have to wait. Maybe you're not going to get to put the production on, or maybe you're not going to get the opening day yet, but you don't have to wait. You can get on a Zoom meeting with the people that you're working with, or the crew that you want to work with. Whatever this is, I'm feeling kind of a network, a team, a troop. Okay, Spirit. What's on for Cancer in the month of May? What do they need to know for their highest good? Where are they in this moment? Where are they headed? Cancer. Wow, you've got some bonus cards here. We'll see. You ready, Derpy? Ready to hear what May is bringing for you? They were like, look, we knew right where we wanted her. We wanted her right at the top. We wanted you front and center, Cancer. Yes, effective. Yes, effective! What? Endings and beginnings. We're going to talk about Cancer. I'll pop your cards up there in just one sec. Oh, God. Talking about the home life, too. Whoo-wee. What I say? What I say? 4 Wands. Can we get a resounding no shit from the audience? Hermiting out. No kidding. Don't have much of a choice. Boy, Cancer, I get the sense that you feel a little anxious, and maybe you don't feel as effective as I think you are, or at least are capable of being this month. Remember, your free will is everything. I love getting messages from Spirit. I find that they resonate and ring true and do, foretell the series of events pretty well. But we have to remember that we're more important than any divination, than any input from anybody else, wherever that may come from. Your free will, your idea of what's right, your sense of alignment and disalignment. I think, despite any anxiety, I actually want to say you are feeling quite aligned with yourself. Quite at home with yourself is how Spirit's putting it. Like, ha ha ha, punny. Despite the fact that you're sitting here as the Empress, sitting pretty, feminine energy, classically speaking, nothing to do with gender or sex and everything to do with with energy, to do with the way that you interact with the world. And the Empress is a divine creator, but she is also someone who, unlike the Emperor, the Emperor is the builder. And the Empress is like, oh, I'll kick back and I will receive what I need, whether that is inspiration, whether that is assistance, whatever that may be. I'm content to sit back and receive because I know the creative process does its own thing. Mother of the Tarot, Mother of the Zodiac, you also know that certain things can't be rushed, even if you don't have to wait. You don't have to wait. You can start, researching. This pregnancy metaphor is going to run from me. Some of you might actually be pregnant or have a partner who is pregnant, because they're kind of really giving me this strongly. You can start researching before you're like, okay, I'm not ready to get pregnant. Maybe it's not even the time of the month where it's like good for me to get pregnant, but I can start researching what someone does when they want to get pregnant, the kinds of things I should be eating, the way that I should be taking care of myself, the kind of exercise I can do when the pregnancy starts, etc. You can start getting ready for the thing that you want to do. And I feel that may dial down some of the anxiety that some of y'all might be feeling in being maybe cooped up, or maybe like it's really interesting. Spirit's using the phrase arrested development, but I feel like it's in relation to probably a project for a lot of you. It's like, I was just about to start this new job or start this business or start this creative thing, and I actually see great success when you lean into the circumstances as they are. And that's usually the way of things. Resistance is futile, right? When it comes to things like this. Resistance is also unnecessary for you. So you came up as the Empress, but here is, in the tarot, this is considered the Cancer card, the Chariot. An amazing card, one of my favorites. It's a card of overcoming obstacles. And importantly, it's about the fact that we need both, if you picture the Chariot, a white horse and a dark horse, right? We have the black horse, we have the white horse, and they represent the conscious and unconscious. They represent the dark and the light. And this is going to be Spirit's reminder that the dark does not mean evil. The dark means unconsciousness. Putting yourself in the dark is what the Nine of Swords represents. And that's not a judgment, Cancer. That's not like you're the one putting yourself in the dark. It is, if you're ignoring something, if you're stuffing a problem under the bed, if you're stuffing a memory or an issue you're having with someone around you down, and trying to like, maybe if I do that, it'll just like compost itself. Nope. Nope. And resistance is futile. Spirit is asking you to explore your feelings. You have the Hermit connected to the Moon, and I hold up the Moon and the Eight of Cups because, as you see, the same moon that watches over these two is the same moon that watches over the figure in the Eight of Cups, who is leaving behind unhealthy attachments, addictions, one-way emotional relationships. Adios. And I think, I'm sure that could be part of the Nine of Swords for some of you, knowing that you are having to walk away from something that was once extremely, extremely nourishing and made you very proud, made you feel very fulfilled. And here's what I'm hearing, Cancer. Here's a reminder that these are general readings, and if this was one-on-one, it would be very different and very much more specific, these messages. But because this is a general reading, I'm hearing for some of you, this is not your last chance. This is not like, oh, you have to walk away from this and never, never, ever again. For some of you, walking away may be the thing that gets the other person, for example, because that's what I'm hearing about some of you, to go, oh, was I not giving to you? Like, I wasn't even aware. You were giving so much that I thought maybe you were just kind of like this amazing bottomless pit of like fun and support and positivity. And now like you're telling me like you have to walk away because I'm not giving to you, and I didn't even fucking know. And some of you, but look, Spirit's getting real specific and saying, Threatening to do this is not the same as doing it. Threatening to do this is not going to be what makes the other person or the other party, if it's a job, for example, general readings, that's not going to be what gives them the wake-up call. It's going to be looking for you and seeing that your back is turned and you're on your way. And that even though it's the hardest thing in the fucking world, okay? And I want to point out that you have 2 prominent 8s right near the center of your reading. And quick tarot tip for those of you who are studying, or maybe you just like to be able to put these pieces together when you look at a reading for yourself. All of the numbered, the minor arcana cards, so, you know, the ace of, the 2 of, the 3 of, versus the major arcana, the Empress, the Tower, the this, right? All of the 8s are related to their major arcana 8. And that goes for the 4s, the 3s, etc. So the 8, the number 8 major arcana card is strength. And 8 of Cups, walking away from something that you have given a ton, almost all of the emotional investment that you have. And you've poured and poured and poured into this, and it still hasn't given back to you or isn't nourishing you the way that you maybe once thought it could. That's the hardest thing in the world, to leave that behind. Even if it is stagnant, even if it hasn't been good for a while. So if you've already done this, Cancer, congratulate yourself. Congratulate yourself on letting go of the emotional, like the security blanket, right? Whether that be a substance, a person, a situation, whatever. And the 8 of Pentacles, crossing that Empress, which is why I said tremendous creative work could get done right now. And also I'm feeling very specifically work around the home. Work around, like I'm seeing some of you, it's like you're clearing out closets, you're moving the furniture around. It's like, if I gotta be here, then I may as well make it the most awesome, fun, joyful environment that I possibly can. The 8 of Pentacles is a joyful day's work. It's the kind of work where you feel like, okay, now Spirit is talking to me about a book. It's related. I sound ADD, it's just because Spirit's whispering in my ear. A joyful day's work. The book they're talking to me about is Flow, and I can remember that the author's first name is Mikhail, but I can't remember his last name currently. But if you look it up, you'll find it very easily. It's super popular. And the 8 of Pentacles to me epitomizes the idea of flow. And I won't belabor all of the components of getting into a flow state. That state where it's just like, whoa, I thought that I sat down 20 minutes ago to start working on this, and I pick up my head and it's 3 hours later and I like can't even believe what I've managed to accomplish or improve or whatever, because I got into that flow state and it just felt like time was meaningless. But time couldn't be more meaningful than when you're in that flow state. That's what Spirit is saying, and they're bringing up the moon and they're like, flow, flow, things need to flow. If they don't go back and forth, if they don't flow, then they don't work. So some of you might want to read that book, or at least maybe read up on that book and the ideas that are in there. But one of the ideas of flow is that you need to be challenged to the right degree. You know, if it's too challenging, if I go play tennis with like Serena Williams, I'm sure she's great. I'm sure we could have a lovely talk, but the game itself would probably not be that fun for me, because it would just be like the most epic ass whooping of my life, right? And if I go and play tennis with like a toddler, again, I'm sure we're totally going to relate and have a good time on a personal level, but she and I playing tennis, it's not going to be, it's just not, it ain't it. But if I play with someone who is maybe at my level or like 1 degree higher, it's like, ooh, I can keep up with you maybe just barely, or maybe like I'm trying to get that slight edge, and it pushes me to get a little better until I have a slight edge. Challenge yourself. I feel like really excited about the quality of work that you're going to be putting out. Challenge, right? Didn't even think about it. Spirit's like, hello, we're telling you, we put all the pieces together here for you. Your creative gift, when you challenge yourself and enjoy it, joyfully challenging yourself, not thinking because this is challenging, this sucks. Not confusing easy with fun, you know? Look where it's taking you. How many more comfortable home cards can we get, Cancer? And Spirit was saying it before we even, like, as we were shuffling. 10 of Pentacles, not just a warm and happy home and family. Not just being able to financially provide the resources, not just for yourself, but for the people that you love, whether that family is blood or chosen. Not just that, but the bone deep satisfaction of, I had this idea and I get to see it flourish. I took this thing from seed to orchard. I have given birth, Empress, to my masterpiece. Spirit just said, don't fear your fear. Make friends with your fear. One little exercise you can do that is very simple, Cancer, would be to think about something that you really want, and then to write down all the reasons that if it happened, it could suck. If I won the lottery tomorrow, I might lose all my friends because, you know what happens to people who win the lottery or whatever. I might lose touch with myself. I might become a different person, etc., 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 etc. The more that you become, that you turn around and become aware of the fears and anxieties that want to sneak up on you, that want to hold you back, the less they are able to do so. If I don't look at you, if I'm squishing you down, as Spirit was talking about earlier, and I'm pretending that I'm fine and everything's cool and everything feels totally natural and normal right now, this motherfucker is going to come up behind you and pull strings, make you do things that you probably don't really align with because you're letting anxiety and fear run the show a little bit. Memories from the past, fears of the future pull your strings more than your better angels. I'm not too worried about you, Cancer. You are willing to go within. You are willing to explore your feelings. What Spirit is showing me is like, it's like this Jacques Cousteau-esque scene of somebody diving deep, deep, deep into the water and bringing up these ancient treasures, like spilling out this sack onto the shore of like silver and gold and copper. Your treasures are inside. The quiet is not here to oppress you, it is here to liberate you. Your creativity, your creation, your cultivation of a happy home and family this month, and that starts within, essential and key to your success. I see great success, I see great overcoming of challenge, I see great satisfaction. There's a new opportunity becoming available to you. Spirit is saying the avenue is opening even as we speak, because the more you get to know your fears, again, around that thing that is like, in my wildest dreams, I would get this job or this person or this status or whatever. And what am I afraid of if that happens? And when you do that, the avenue opens wide. I wouldn't be surprised if in June it's like 8 of Wands, like, whoa, where are all these offers and opportunities and invitations coming from? Just saying, Cancer, that's what I'm feeling. We're gonna have to like tune back in and I'm gonna try to remember 8 of Wands, 8 of Wands, 8 of Wands, because they're showing me that very specifically. Oh, and Derpy returns for the end of your reading. You can probably say your little ear. Say bye, Derpy. I know you hate it. I'm sorry. Bye. Thank you for watching, Cancer. We have enjoyed being with you. All evidence to the contrary. I really appreciate you listening, and I really hope that this is helpful for you. And I want to thank all those of you who like, who comment, who share with your friends. It has such a huge reverberation for such a small action, and I just really appreciate it. So, love to you and yours, Cancer. Stay safe, stay home, and if I don't see you in a video before then I will see you in next month's reading. Bye, Cancer.